For those of you just joining, my name is Max Garza III. I'm calling in out of North America. Tonight you're going to get a Power on Xpress company overview, but also you're going to find out why the XECoin is so explosive in markets around the world, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to find out more about our parent company, Xergonics, and why their products, their physical products and services will give our XECoin not just stability in the market, ladies and gentlemen, but valuation for decades to come. So this is our brand new Power on Xpress business presentation. We call it the 1.0. Basically, we're delivering smarter energy around the world. Let's get started, guys. So now our vision is to create a better, cleaner, and cheaper way to provide energy around the world. Obviously, guys, we have a simple question for everyone around the world. Are you plugged in? And I know that sounds like a simple question, guys, but of course you are. We all are. From our cell phones to our cars, homes, our schools, and even our sources of food. Without energy, we are powerless, literally. Our whole existence depends on production, distribution, and consumption of energy. One tradable commodity none of us can live without. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, we are not getting any less connected anytime soon. We are not going to be using any less power anytime soon. The world right now, as it stands, has a global population of about 7.5 billion global citizens. We have 6 billion, that's right, 6 billion mobile connected devices already. And as technology gets faster, cheaper, better, guys, we are not going to get any less connected, and we're not going to be using any less energy because as society grows, our appetite for energy is voracious. Now, we are combining 3 disruptive industries: network marketing, blockchain technology, and energy storage. Now, obviously, guys, we understand that network marketing is a phenomenal distribution channel. That's why you have these big corporate companies and these small to medium mom and pop companies that are starting to really understand that if you want to get your product to market, network marketing is a phenomenal channel. Anywhere from $183 to $200 billion a year are transacted as far as service and products with network marketing. Guys, we're talking about referral marketing, right? When you have a relationship with somebody around the world, they will sit down at a table across from you, they'll take a phone call from you, and they'll listen to the message, right? Unlike when people get unsolicited phone calls or emails that don't even open, guys. This is why network marketing just works. Now, when we talk about blockchain technology, we're talking about $1 trillion technology, ladies and gentlemen. Just as an example, our XECoin will be going on the Ethereum blockchain. We're talking about a blockchain that's faster than Bitcoin's blockchain, 17 seconds per block versus 10 minutes. You're talking about smart contract technology. Guys, we're going to be able to do everything from land deeds to driver's registrations to medical records to voting records. Literally, the things we can do with the Ethereum blockchain are limitless, guys. And at the end of the day, blockchain technology is going to change human culture forever. So when we talk about $1 trillion industry, blockchain technology is going to change so many things of what humans do on a daily basis. And when we talk about energy storage, obviously, guys, we see many countries around the world that are moving towards more renewable sources of energy, right? Everything from solar PV systems for residential homes, commercial businesses, and industrial complexes to, I mean, you talk about it, guys. You can really discuss renewable energy and the value of energy storage till the cows come home, right? You've got biomass, hydro, solar, and the list goes on and on and on. But many individuals around the world, many businesses around the world are trying to become grid independent, meaning if let's say that you have, just as an example, a solar PV system attached to your home or your business, in the future, many of these global citizens are going to want to store their energy so that they don't have to be grid dependent, right? They basically want to become their own micro-utilities. So we're talking about, billions upon billions of dollars will be transacted as far as renewable energy systems that will need these energy storage solutions. So guys, that is a phenomenal business trend to be in front of, and you're getting educated about this before hundreds of millions of people even understand what it is around the world. So congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. So now let's talk about phase 1. We call this the digitization of energy. Energy plus blockchain equals the future. So cryptocurrency, in just 8 years, Bitcoin has dominated the market with a cap of $15 billion. Now, obviously, Bitcoin is disrupting the concept of money and has opened the door for other digital currencies. But, ladies and gentlemen, you got to understand, at the end of 2008, when Lehman Brothers was going bankrupt, when we're having the housing crisis around the world and banking crisis around the world, obviously something had to change. And when Bitcoin came in and they solved the double spend problem, many people around the world started gravitating to this technology, to Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Guys, so many people had timing back in 2009 and 2010 when Bitcoin was valued at a penny, at 10 cents. And because of that timing, many of these visionaries took action, and they made huge profits in global public exchanges around the world because they saw a technology that literally was beneficial for global citizens. It was more efficient. It was not centralized. It's a decentralized peer-to-peer network. So basically, you're talking about a global public ledger, guys. And just as an example, we're talking about the Bitcoin blockchain right now, because so many people are gravitating towards Bitcoin and their blockchain. If somebody wanted to hack the Bitcoin blockchain, guys, it would take them. It would cost about $500 billion every 10 minutes just to try and hack the Bitcoin blockchain. Now, obviously, as the blockchain gets bigger and bigger and bigger, it's more difficult to hack. But this is why people like the concept of blockchain technology. Unlike banks, unlike governments, unlike any centralized form of business, because many of us have heard about how banks have been hacked, right? Governments have been hacked. Even the big story is like Sears. Home Depot was one where millions of people's information was purged, right? So this is why more and more companies are moving towards blockchain technology, and cryptocurrency has no territorial restrictions, guys. But what you've got to remember is that Bitcoin is a fiat currency. It's not backed by gold. It's not backed by silver. It's not backed by notes. It's just like the United States dollar. Back in the 70s, Richard Nixon took the United States dollar off of the gold standard. So basically meaning that if you gave me a United States dollar today, I trust you, you trust me, and we trust the government. So that gives it value, right? It's based on a trust system. Bitcoin's exactly the same way. Now imagine, guys, tonight you're going to hear a story about an XECoin that is actually backed by clean, green, renewable energy, physical products and services from Xergonics, and carbon credits, guys. This is why we are so excited to bring this information to each and every one of you around the world. So now let's talk about the XECoin. We call it the XEC. Just like Bitcoin, XECoin's value is based upon supply and demand. However, XECoin is 100% underwritten by stored energy generated from current and future assets and revenues of Xergonics, creating a currency with a true intrinsic value. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, imagine having a cryptocurrency that will have stability in the marketplace. Unlike Bitcoin right now, we love it to death, but it's very volatile, right? Because it is fiat currency. So on any given day, you can see it run from $750 to over $1,242, and then obviously the prices spike up and down, guys, because that's what happens when you have a currency that's fiat. Now, because the XECoin is the very first coin on a global public exchange to be underwritten by an actual commodity, which is clean, green, renewable energy, and physical products and carbon credits. This is why many more people are excited about this project, because you're talking about stability in the marketplace, demand, and also valuation for decades to come. So now let's talk a little more about energy storage, guys. In 2017, we expect the global market to grow 47% from the already record-breaking year in 2016 in terms of new storage capacity deployed. Now, guys, there are many companies out right now that are basically saying that the need for energy storage is not really being reported correctly. Obviously, many solar companies alone have doubled their installations around the world from the previous year. I mean, in the U.S. alone, Morgan Stanley reported that solar installations are up 95%. Obviously, many countries are trying to get as much electricity load off their local utilities because the infrastructure is so old. You're talking about technology from the 40s, 50s, and 60s. And this is why you see many rolling blackouts in countries, guys, because of the infrastructure upgrades needed. But through 2020, Navigant forecasts over 24.9 gigawatts of new storage capacity to be deployed worldwide across all sectors, and a compound annual growth rate of 60%. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Companies such as Tesla, Orison Energy, and XECoin are obviously pioneers in this industry, and you right now are basically hearing the story of a company that's going to allow you to offer these products around the world. So now let's talk a little more about network marketing. So global retail sales reached 183 billion in 2015, an increase of 7.7% since 2014. In 2015, 103 million people were involved in network marketing globally, up 4.4% from 2014. Now guys, remember, network marketing allows you to start your own business with no huge upfront cost, right? It allows you to basically get started for a minimal fee, but it allows you to leverage time and information so that you can build a business around the world and hit a financial grand slam. Now, on your screen right now, we're talking about a global retail sales pie chart. If you look at Europe, you're talking about 19% of the global retail sales come from Europe. Here on the pie chart, 34% comes from America. 46% comes from Asia Pacific, and the rest comes from Africa and the Middle East. Ladies and gentlemen, the beautiful thing about energy and the beautiful thing about cryptocurrency is that there are no territorial restrictions. So basically, you're able to offer products all around the world. So now let's talk about our studly CEO, Mr. Don Nasanka. This pretty face right here is the founder of XECoin. He's also the founder of Kokum America and Dow Kokum, the first lithium polymer plant in the United States. Now, this gentleman was honored by the Lumina Foundation, which is the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, guys, for his contribution to education and the idea of the Innovation Campus. Now, not only is he the chairman, president, and CEO, guys, but you got to remember when Lotus was creating their very first electric vehicle, the batteries inside of that Lotus were from Don's company, Dow Kokum. And remember, a few years later, Tesla came in and purchased that technology. So when I tell people that story, I tell them to press upon them that when we say that we're working with true pioneers in the industry of energy storage, guys, that's not even giving them their proper due, because a lot of Don's technology is used by the United States military, the infantry, their attack subs, you name it. This man, not only does he have a passion for technology, but he has a passion for people and helping people find solutions to problems that they have around the world with agriculture, energy storage, utilities, you name it. This man cares about the human race. So now let's talk about XECoin's energy storage. Now, XECoin is one of the leading producers of distributed energy storage system technology and a pioneer in this industry today. Combining advanced nanotechnology with proven power management enables XECoin to provide efficient energy storage systems that are portable, modular, and can easily be tied to existing infrastructure. Storing energy is now easier and in your hands, ladies and gentlemen. On your screen right now, guys, you see what's called an ESS tower design. Now, one of these towers can actually power a restaurant, a hotel, a warehouse. I mean, guys, the products and services that XECoin has for us to be able to offer to consumers around the world are phenomenal. But this tower, guys, at the very top, you'll see the battery management system, basically the brains of the operation. In the middle, we're talking about security software. Now, obviously, at the bottom, we're talking about thermal management so it doesn't overheat. To the far right, you can see the stackable battery stages. And at the very bottom, you can see the advanced batteries. Guys, we got to physically see and touch a lot of these products when we're in Anaheim, California. We actually got to do a training with Don Nasanka and his team. But the thing that got us even more excited was when we got to actually see and learn more about the Vertigo dock. Each one of these Vertigo blades, ladies and gentlemen, is 1 kW of energy when fully charged. So you're talking about 1,000 watts. Now imagine, guys, in the future, let's say maybe you're a Lyft driver or an Uber driver. Maybe you know a bunch of people that drive for Lyft or Uber, or you yourself drive a lot for work or for leisure. Every vehicle that was produced past the year 2008 has what's called a 6-pin. You can connect, you can basically dock this Vertigo dock on the back of your vehicle, and as you're driving around, your car produces energy, ladies and gentlemen. Now, obviously, your brakes, your exhaust, your batteries, your alternator, they all produce energy, but imagine in the future, you'll be able to store that energy on your Vertigo dock blades. So imagine this, guys. You get to the office, or you get home, you pull a blade out after you've been driving, you recharge them. You can recharge your iPhone, your iPad, your Android tablet, your Galaxy S7 Edge. Maybe you have a solar PV system that you can attach some of these blades to, right? Guys, remember, the average home uses between 1,500 to 3,500 kilowatt hours per month. So if you have 10 of these blades fully charged, you're talking about you probably have enough power for at least a month or two. Pretty phenomenal, right? Because the way we use power is changing every single day, guys, and you're gonna have solutions to many people's energy storage problems in the future. That's exciting. And for those of you that do have a mobile device handy with you, if you have an iPad, a tablet, or an iPhone by you, guys, I tell everybody, go to our parent company's website, www.execonix.com. When you read a little more about Don and his team at Xergonics, guys, and you read a little more about the products they have for residential markets, commercial, industrial, utility grade products, guys, you will literally get goosebumps, because remember, this is the company that is backing our XECoin. This is the company that is our parent company, and I would not want anybody else except for Don Nasanka steering this ship. So on your screen, guys, you have an article from the McKinsey Group. It's called The New Economics of Energy Storage. And basically, to summarize this article, guys, it talks about energy storage can make money right now. Now, finding the opportunities requires digging into real-world data. Guys, remember, energy storage is a favorite technology of the future for good reasons. What are governments trying to do, right? They're trying to get their global citizens and businesses to lower their emissions and to use more renewable sources of power. So imagine, what do those people need in the future? Energy storage solutions, right? Because imagine a business, guys, that has a high demand factor on their commercial bill. In the future, they'll be able to lower their overall bill, because not only will they lower their consumption, right? They won't have to worry about paying so much on the demand side. Now, the reason why that's exciting for businesses, guys, because in the future, let's say that they want to build, as an example, a solar PV system that totally offsets their electricity load for the month, but any excess they can store on an energy storage solution and not even have to worry about paying for the demand function. That's exciting. So now let's talk about the business structure, so you can understand a little more about Xergonics and the XECoin, guys. So on this chart, you have our compliance, legal, audit, and accounting. On the far left, guys, this is our parent company. Obviously, Xergonics Management is the Xergonics Investment Ltd. They manage our parent company, Xergonics, and obviously Xergonics acquired Coda Energy and Vertigo. Now, Neighborhood Power is managed by Xergonics, and on your screen you can see that 50% is managed as far as Bioactus. On the far hand right, guys, we're going to talk a little more about the Xergonics Investment Partners. You have the Xergonics Investment Trust, which obviously manages the Global Power Pte. Ltd., which manages our marketing arm, Power on Xpress, but also, guys, manages the Xergonics Holding Inc., which is our XECoin. This is exciting stuff. Why? Because at the end of the day, when people understand that we are not just backed by clean, green, renewable energy, we're actually backed by physical products and services from our parent company, Xergonics, and carbon credits. That's exciting, guys. It's gonna be a wild ride, and we thank you for spending some quality time with us tonight. So now, how we make it all work, guys. On your screen, what you see, guys, this is a 40-foot shipping container. It's a modular design energy storage solution, guys. But on this modular design, you basically have anywhere from 3 to 6 ESS towers inside of them, guys. If you put 2 of these 40-foot shipping containers back to back, you could power 800 residential homes at any given time, guys. They would produce about 1 megawatt to about 4 megawatts of power per hour. And the beautiful thing about these modular systems, guys, is they can plug into conventional energy plants. They can plug into hydro, renewable energy systems, solar, wind. I mean, remember, ladies and gentlemen, we're trying to capture 67% of the wasted energy so that we can provide our customers with cheaper, cleaner, better energy. And all of this commerce underwrites our XECoin in the future for decades to come. So now the investment trust, obviously, for the XECoin is Vertigo, Albadora, and Coda Energy. Don't forget, guys, Power On Express is the marketing arm for Xergonics, and many of the products we have worldwide exclusivity, which is totally exciting. So now let's talk a little more about our products. Now, on your screen, we're going to talk a little more about the exchange energy units, basically the XEU. Now, XE units are the product members get when they buy a power plan in the Power On Express back office. Now, an XEU is a proprietary unit of energy, initially 1 watt, which can be utilized within the Vertigo product range or sold on the XEU platform. Now, on the far right side, guys, the XEU usage can be traded amongst the members on the XEU platform. It can be redeposited into our loyalty program. It can be converted to XECoin and transferred to your hot wallet, just like Bitcoin. But the exciting thing about our XEU usage is that it can be traded on public exchanges, just like Bitcoin, Ether, Monero, Dash, Ripple, you name it, guys. Don't forget, if somebody approaches you about a cryptocurrency, there's a couple things you have to ask. Hey, what global public exchange can I see your buy and sell orders on, right? And can I download my own wallet to my Mac, my Linux, my PC? Because remember, guys, if they're not being traded on a global public exchange, if they don't allow you to download your own wallets, then that is not a cryptocurrency. That is a tokenized system. If they're just an internal system, that is not a cryptocurrency. I would advise you to run, right? Actual cryptocurrencies, guys, just so you know, they have to be traded on a global public exchange, and you have to be able to download your own wallet. That way, if let's say they get mad at you, right, and they freeze your account, they don't have access to your coins. You have access to your coins. So a couple of little, a little bit of advice, right, so that you don't get the improper information about cryptocurrency. So now on your screen, obviously the future is very bright because you're looking at a distributed energy storage system. And we're talking about utility-grade systems, guys. If you know people that live in other countries where they don't have infrastructure for poles and wires, Xergonics has utility-grade products and services so that people can set it up themselves. That's, I mean, think about it. There's a lot of countries, as an example, if we talk about Asia, Africa, a lot of smaller countries in Central America, a lot of them don't have access to utility grids, right? Or their utility grids are very damaged. So the ability for you to help those people in those countries, guys, is coming very soon. So let's talk a little more about the soil healing system, guys. On your screen, we're going to talk a little more about Bioactus today. Now, obviously, this is the Albadora soil healing system, and Xergonics obviously manages Albadora. Now, remember, this product cools down the planet. It's 100% organic. It's patented technology. It's got worldwide exclusivity. So why does that excite us? Guys, how many people do you know that are trying to eat more organic foods? How many farmers do you know that would love to have the term organic applied to their foods, right? Because at the end of the day, they got to spend a lot of money to get that tag as far as organic foods. So imagine in the future when you talk to people that not just are farmers, or maybe their land has been over-farmed, right? They don't have, or their soil is depleted of minerals and vitamins. Imagine them having this technology that will allow them to grow food in any type of soil environment, whether they're in a tropical environment, a desert. It doesn't matter, guys. This product alone, you could literally go out and build a massive marketing team and hit a financial grand slam. So again, for those people that are trying to grow, foods that aren't full of pesticides, to the farmers that actually do grow organics, and they're trying to actually figure out how to save money doing that, guys, you have the solution in your hands. And this one product will be coming out here in the next couple of weeks. You'll get more information in your back offices as you secure your position with us tonight. So now the Vertigo. Obviously, guys, we've talked about how businesses are going to benefit from peak power demand lowering that peak power demand. We've talked about the vertigo docks and the energy storage. Now, obviously, we'll talk a little more about hydro, mobile and web apps, portable power, and how you can track, measure, and share all this information. So, guys, remember, a business, they have to pay what's called a demand function on their commercial bill. So in the future, when they're using our vertigo products, they'll be able to lower that part of their commercial bill. And then obviously when they become a micro-utility, right, when they get a renewable energy system that's big enough to produce as much power as they draw from the utility, and they have an energy storage solution, then they won't have to worry about demand functions. Now, as far as energy storage, guys, we all understand one thing. We live in a mobilely connected society, right? People go to the bathrooms with their iPhones, right? People drive and use their cell phones. It's ridiculous. But now with this energy storage solution, we'll be able to help people around the world. As far as hydro, remember, guys, a lot of these hydro plants produce a lot of power, and because our vertigo kiosks, or any of our energy storage solutions, but in the future, when our vertigo kiosks are able to, get that energy and allow people to use it for their electric vehicles, to buy and sell it on the open marketplace, that's going to be pretty exciting. As far as mobile and web apps, many of you already know that in the future you can use your vertigo blades to recharge your phones. Now, portable power, guys, what are you seeing around the world right now? You're starting to see a lot more companies like Ford, GM, Tesla, the list goes on and on, Porsche. They are coming out with a lot of electric vehicles. You have countries. There's a country right now, I want to say it's the Netherlands, but they basically are going to outlaw petrol vehicles, gasoline vehicles, by 2025. So imagine, guys, we're going to need portable power in the future. That's that's a given. Xergonics and our vertigo kiosks, you'll start seeing those vertigo kiosks deployed around the world. Now, obviously, we're going to be able to track, measure, and share all of that with our Cube technology. And the beautiful thing about that, guys, is the majority of the world is now gravitating towards smartphones. So in order for people to really understand the value of having a smartphone, the capacity for you to share around the world with one click of a button is so important. So now let's talk about the Cube. It's the first ever tool for monetizing your own private carbon footprint, guys. Measuring inside your own apartment, house, or building, a unique tool that gives us the ability to create our own micro measurement. It's decentralized with the proof of art technology. For the first time, you see what happens inside your area. And together in the Power On Express, this gives us the unique ability to apply for carbon credits as a group. And remember, guys, carbon credits, we're talking about $1 trillion industry, because this is massive industrial companies, right? This is commercial companies around the world. The Kyoto Act, for those of you who don't know, guys, is basically telling countries around the world, you have to lower your carbon footprint or else you have to pay fines. So as far as being able to underwrite our XECoin with carbon credits in the future, guys, you're talking about just that alone. Carbon credits is $1 trillion industry. Now, these credits will, again, back up the coin's value, and again, exclusively for the Power On Express members. So worldwide exclusivity, when it comes to some of these products, guys, that should give you the ability to build massive teams around the world. So now let's talk about phase 2. The timeline is defined, ladies and gentlemen. We have a track record in the industry, a well thought out plan. As an example, back in 2003, Don and his companies were working with nanocell development and automotive powertrains. That's why we talked about Lotus and their electric vehicle. In 2008, Don was working with defense aerospace applications. In 2010, our companies were working with battery management systems. Now, in 2012, guys, that brought about solar power purchase agreements and energy storage system development. 2014 brought about vehicle systems, and just this past year, Xergonics acquired Coda Energy. Now, the value in this, ladies and gentlemen, is that we're going to be able to have physical products and services that come out, that roll out every single quarter. And again, the reason why that's exciting, guys, is because our referral marketing distribution channel is going to allow us to bless many, many families financially around the world. Now, obviously, Vertigo is coming as far as its launch in 2017. We also have Cube deployment. Now, 2019 is a very exciting year guys, because obviously home systems will start coming out. And for many of you that have been doing your research, obviously you're starting to see that solar is penetrating more and more marketplaces, right? But many more residential homes, many more business owners, many more industrial complexes are trying to become grid independent, right? Basically their own micro-utilities. And a lot of these home systems will allow people to do that. Imagine in the future if there's a natural disaster in your territory and you don't have to worry about the local utility fixing the poles and wires because you're grid independent, right? Maybe you have a solar PV system attached and an energy storage system attached. So you're basically your own micro utility. Imagine in the future, guys, being able to set up local utilities for members around the world that don't have access to poles and wires. Now, obviously, between 2019 and 2020, we'll have our Vertigo kiosks deployed around the world, and 2020 will bring power purchase agreements with other renewables. The timeline for the future is exciting, guys, and this is just a little taste of what's in store for us. Now, let's get off to a fast start. It will never be easier than now. On your screen, ladies and gentlemen, these are called our power plans. These are our digital XECoin currency packages. And as an example, on the price points, you'll see everything in euros. And we'll take the Power Plan 5 as an example because many people are gravitating towards this plan because of its value in the marketplace. So just as an example, the price point on a Power Plan 5 is 5,099 euros. You get 50,000 XE units awarded in that plan. When you see PS and GS, guys, that stands for personal sales or group sales, right? Depending on if you sold it, personal sales, or if your team sold it, group sales. And you get 5,000 euros of that. Now, there's a 30,000 euro binary cap per week on that Power Plan 5. And the binary percentage, depending on your personal sales, falls between 10 and 12%. Now, remember, guys, we tell people at the end of the day, we don't care which digital currency package you purchase tonight, because at the end of the day, it's not mandatory that you purchase these packages. It's just a lot of people have seen what happened with Bitcoin. A lot of people have seen what's happening with Ethereum and their EtherCoin. Just as an example, those people obviously that had perfect timing, right? When Bitcoin came out in 2009 and 2010, and they bought it at 10 cents, 50 cents, $1. If they were selling it in today's market just a few weeks ago, it was selling at over $1,000 per Bitcoin. Now remember, guys, sometimes I'd rather be lucky than good. Why? Because that timing is very valuable. Timing is to business as location is to real estate. That's why we have people all around the world that are seeing the very first coin that's actually backed by a commodity. They're excited, right? They're excited because, once again, they see this as their timing that they didn't have with Bitcoin, or maybe they did have timing with Bitcoin, they just didn't pull the trigger. So whether you purchase a package tonight or not, guys, you can secure a position for free and get back with the person that invited you to this webinar, so you can do that. But again, guys, you can always download this PowerPoint and go over it. If you have any questions, the person that invited you will answer every single question you might have. Now let's talk about the loyalty award program, guys, because you can customize your own reward. Now after 30 days, you may freely sell or trade 10% of your XE units each and every month. And for those of you, obviously, that are excited about the loyalty reward, remember, until August 2017, you will receive 1.5% extra XEUs every week on all locked XEUs. Now, the reason why this is very exciting, guys, is remember, your coins right now, for those of you that have purchased digital currency packages, or for those of you that plan to purchase them, every single coin is backed by 10 cents of clean, green, renewable energy. And right now that you're seeing these coins in the marketplace, remember, in a few months, you might not see 50,000 XE units in a Power Plan 5, right? So we tell people, these are your coins. You can do whatever you want. Obviously, many of you see the passive side of purchasing this package, right? Because at the end of the day, let's say that you do purchase a Power Plan 5 today, and you let the valuation go up over the next 3, 6, 9, 18 months, whatever you're comfortable with. And as you see the value rise, guys, and let's say that you sell it on the open market, like the global public exchange, whatever that profit margin is, that's yours to keep. So at the end of the day, guys, the beautiful thing about this, they're your coins. You can sell them on the open exchange or with other members. But if you hold them, the company is going to give you a loyalty award. That's what's super exciting. Because if somebody was going to give me a loyalty award for buying Bitcoin back in the day, I would take it in a heartbeat. So now, how the Power On program works, guys. At the far left, you'll see the Power On program, the XEUs. Weekly reward, 1.5%. Obviously, 90% of your coins, of your XEUs, are locked, and then the other 10% are unlocked. Just as an example, you can take 500 XEUs per sale on the platform. You can re-enter the program unlimited. You can purchase physical products, in our shop. Totally up to you. Again, they're your XEUs. You can do whatever you want with them. But let's take a Power Plant 5 once again so I can show you a Power On program example. So let's say that this is your PP5 and you have 50,000 XEUs. Let's say that your weekly reward at 1.5% for 4 weeks is 750 the first week, right? 750 XEUs your first week, 750 XEUs your second, third, and fourth. Remember, you still have 45,000 XEUs that are locked, but over here, your 5,000 XEUs are unlocked, and you have 4 times 750 XEUs as a reward. Once again, guys, you can take 500 XEUs as a transaction on the platform. You can re-enter the program unlimited, or you can purchase products. Maybe you want to purchase a Vertigo dock, right? Maybe you want an ESS tower for your restaurant. The ability to buy physical products and services with your XEUs is phenomenal because, again, all this commerce is underwriting the XECoin, giving it stability and valuation in the marketplace. Guys, don't forget, we're creating a demand for this coin because when you have more demand than you have supply, then guess what? The coin is only going to start rising in value. So now let's talk about the XEU platform. We're talking about unmatched compensation plan that offers you an Infinity direct sales bonus, a dual team bonus, an Infinity matching bonus, and a weekly loyalty award. So the very first way we get paid, ladies and gentlemen, is called the direct sales bonus. Now, on your first generation, whether you purchase a digital currency package tonight or not, as long as you secure your position with our company, guys, you will receive a 5% bonus on all direct sales on your first generation. Now, as soon as you hit 2,000 euros in personal sales, on your second generation, you will open up another 3% as far as a bonus. And then on your third generation, guys, when you hit 10,000 euros in personal sales, we're talking about another 2% bonus for a total of 10% across 3 generations. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, generations are not levels. So each generation, you can have 10, 25, 35 levels per generation. That's what's super exciting, right? But wait, there's more, because the far right of this slide says an infinity bonus. Imagine, as soon as you hit 250,000 euros in personal sales, from your 4th generation to infinity, you qualify for a 1% infinity bonus, guys. That's exciting. Imagine how many people you're going to get to share this with and how fast your team will grow around the world. Because, again, it's not like you can only do business in Germany, right? It's not like you can only do business in Canada, in Mexico. I mean, literally, the world is wide open. I think the only 2 countries we cannot do business in is Iran and North Korea. Other than that, you are golden and ready for takeoff. Now, obviously, all infinity bonuses are paid down to the next member in your team who qualifies, and you must have a Power Plan 5 package or higher to qualify for any infinity bonus. Now, these first 3 generations, it doesn't matter if you have a power plan in place or not, guys, but obviously, if you're going to want to qualify for this infinity bonus, you have to have a minimum of a Power Plan 5 package. So now let's talk about the dual team bonus. Many of you know this as a binary compensation module. Now, obviously, guys, it's very, very easy to qualify for the dual team bonus. The minimum requirement to earn a dual team bonus is you have to have a power plan purchase yourself, and you have to have 1 personally sponsored paid marketing partner on your left and 1 personally sponsored paid marketing partner on your right. As soon as you do that, guys, you open up, as an example, let's just say that you were at the very top, right? We're talking about your dual team bonus. And let's say that on the left-hand side, you had Jay Artist out of North Carolina. And let's say that on the right-hand side, let's say that you had Brian Early out of New Orleans, Louisiana. So if on your left-hand side, let's say that Jay is your power leg, let's say that you had 10,000 euros in group sales on your left side, and then you had 5,000 euros in group sales on your right side. So the left-hand side obviously has more euros, right? 10,000 versus 5,000 on the right. So your left-hand side is called the power leg, right? Your right-hand side, Brian Early's side, let's say that's the pay leg or the lesser leg. But in this example, because you are qualified, right, you have a power plan that's paid for. Jay Artist has a power plan that's paid for, and let's say Brian Early has a power plant that's paid for. In this example, guys, you would earn 10% of the 5,000 euros in group sales of Brian Early's leg, and you would generate a bonus of 500 euros. Pretty exciting, right? Because as soon as you hit personal sales of 100,000 euros, now you're qualifying for a 12% bonus. And remember, guys, this is not just digital currency packages. This is the assortment of bioagricultural products, energy storage solutions, power purchase agreements from our parent company, XECoin. So your volume is going to be phenomenal because right now you have timing over hundreds of millions of people. Take advantage of that, ladies and gentlemen. So now let's talk about the third way we get paid, the Infinity Matching Bonus. And guys, it's very simple to qualify for this Infinity Matching Bonus. All you need is a minimum of 2,000 euros in personal sales, and you have to have 3 personally sponsored paid marketing partners on your left and 3 personally sponsored paid marketing partners on your right. As soon as you do that, guys, you qualify for a 5% Infinity Matching Bonus on your first generation, on your second generation, on your third generation, and on your fourth generation. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, generations are not levels. You can have any amount of levels within your generation. But now, what's exciting to many people around the world, many top money earners, many top recruiters from other direct sales companies, affiliate marketing companies, network marketing companies, have never seen an Infinity bonus from your fourth generation to Infinity of 5%. And all you have to do, guys, is hit 500,000 euros in personal sales. Now remember, ladies and gentlemen, you're seeing this at its genesis. Talk to me 12 months from now. Talk to me 18 months from now, when you basically got to work, got excited, got fired up, and understood that you could help people around the world win massively, right? So we hope that everybody understands that all Infinity bonuses are paid down to the next member in your team who qualifies. And if you have a lot of people hitting this Infinity bonus, there's going to be a lot of commas hitting your check. I promise you guys. Because when you take the eyes off yourself and you help others achieve success, achieve their greatness, money's going to chase you for decades to come, ladies and gentlemen. So now let's talk about the payout rules. So 60% will be paid out every single Friday, so you can withdraw to your bank, debit card, or use in our shop. Now the 60% is paid out into your current account, and on your direct sales, guys, you get 100% of your direct sales bonuses. This 60% really holds true for your dual team bonus and your Infinity Matching bonus. Now, on the other side, the other 40% will be paid out every single Friday, so you can buy XECoins into your reserve account. So remember, guys, 60% will be paid out into your current account or your cash account, and 40% will be paid out into your reserve account. So remember, guys, we're trying to create a market where we have more buyers than sellers, creating more demand, right? Creating more valuation so that you can win massively with our XECoin in the future. So now set your target and receive amazing awards. Now on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, this company really believes in rewarding those people just like yourselves that are on a webinar on a Wednesday evening, Thursday morning, or Thursday afternoon, depending on where you're at in the world. But imagine, guys, being able to qualify for a Vertigo Dock, a Tag Heuer smartwatch, an electronic bike, a King Power Hublot watch, a BMW i8 Spider, guys. Imagine these BMW i8s. We're talking about a 150,000 euro vehicle. I think it's $180,000. And I want you to dream again, guys. Write it down. Write your goals down, right? What do you want? A red BMW i8? A black one? Polka dots? Butterflies? Purple? It's your car. You can do whatever you want with it, right? When you qualify for it. Now, for those of you that have higher aspirations, on the far bottom right-hand side where the pointer is, guys, this is a 1 million euro villa. Whatever 1 million euros purchases, the company will put your villa wherever you so choose when you qualify for it. What do you want? You want it in Greece, Spain, Italy, Hawaii, Thailand? It's your villa, guys. You can choose to put it wherever you want. Just get to work, right? Because there's hundreds of millions of people out there that have never even heard about the XECoin, the Power on Xpress, and Xergonics. And it's going to be our job to fire those people up and make sure they believe in themselves again in 2017 and beyond. On your screen, guys, you see our recognition plan qualifications. It's very simple. We've got 9 levels. And just as an example, as soon as you hit gold, you qualify for your PIN and your Vertigo Dock. As soon as you hit emerald, guys, you're talking about a PIN and your smartwatch, your Tag Heuer smartwatch, your electronic bike. All you rubies out there will get your PIN and your Hublot King Power watch. It's an excellent watch, guys. It's beautiful. All you sapphires out there will obviously qualify for your PIN and your 50,000 euro pension fund. Now, we have a lot of diamonds in the rough with us this evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I want you to understand, your situation right now is not your future, right? Because many of y'all have had much success, many of y'all have had much failure, but at the end of the day, you're starting to see a company at its genesis, so you have the ability to tell the story first. So for all you diamonds in the rough, obviously when you qualify for diamond with our qualification recognition plan, you get your PIN and your BMW i8 Spider. And for all you Royal Diamonds out there, all you people that are fired up, that are ready to win again, when you hit Royal Diamond, guys, you get your PIN and your 1 million euro smart villa. Now make sure you decide where you want to put it, and make sure you save a room for Max Garza III. Make sure you put my name on it so that I can go on Snapchat and I can do some training webinars out of your villa. Don't worry, you'll be in my snaps. So now this is a picture of our main office in Singapore. Look how beautiful that is. And we hope that many of you can join us for our Asian Power event in Bangkok the 25th and 26th of February 2017. Guys, get back with the person that invited you to this webinar and make sure you lock in your position. Secure your position because it is totally free. I tell people this, no risk, all reward. Why? Because at the end of the day, it is not mandatory that you purchase a digital currency package. Now, obviously, many of you will because you have timing over, hundreds of millions of people, and you want to buy the XECoin while it's at 10 cents. Because I tell people this: if you had it to do all over again, and you could buy Bitcoin at 10 cents, the Ethereum coin, Ether, at 10 cents, versus $12 on an open exchange for Ether and $1,000 for Bitcoin, we would all pull the trigger again, right, guys? So make sure you get back with the person that invited you guys. They care about your family's financial future. They want you to win massively. And I tell people this, it doesn't matter if you graduated from Yale or you graduated from jail. You deserve the ability to win big in 2017 and beyond. It's up to you guys to make sure that you take action tonight. Secure your position. The power is now in your hands, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you all again Saturday evening. We'll do this all over again, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. All these webinars are live. Get all your questions answered with the person that invited you tonight, guys. If not, go to YouTube, look up our videos. We've got videos all over YouTube that can help explain whatever you need answered. Other than that, guys, God bless. This webinar is now adjourned. We will see you Saturday evening, guys. Goodbye.